What's up, everybody?
We're trying a different song.
I clipped for the first time ever. I put my mic in my mouth.
Wow, you did it. Wow.
It's amazing.
Yeah, welcome to No Bards Allowed, a Dungeons and Dragons TTRPG podcast hosted by a group of amateur entertainers, but professional friends.
Ooh,
Or
yeah.
and professional friends. I go back and forth.
Most of the friends are present.
Yeah. 2 out of 3 ain't bad.
The ones that are not paying to be here are here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Budget cuts.
Yeah, somebody ran out of funds for a week.
But that's like the
so-
opposite of budget cuts.
Yeah,
Yeah, Fuse's budget cuts.
Look, guys, the economy is in the toilet. We're in a recession. You haven't heard it before. You're hearing it from us first.
Yeah, we can't afford to not charge him.
So here we are.
I'm B. Felons. I'm your dungeon master
Right,
for this
let's do that.
campaign.
Right,
and
sure.
joining me are 2 of my favorite people in the world.
I'm Dart, and I'm playing Arthur Page Llewellyn.
I'm Will, and I'm playing Saren Draknalier.
We got to say our names a little slower to make up for the
Saren.
time that we lose.
Yeah, we don't have any talking about being a firefighter extraordinaire right now.
Yeah, as
we
short as-
got to hit our minutes, guys.
As short as in is going to be,
session's
keep
gonna
in
go-
mind the theme is the same length, so you got to just really slow it down.
True. Well, without further ado, Tabitha, would you mind reading the intro to this episode? Yeah, no problem, boss. Last time on No Bards Allowed, we were sleeping at this place called Auntie Sybil's. Aunt Sybil's? I don't remember what it's called. We had fun. We were in this town called Cree, and then next thing we knew, somebody was yelling at me and Dad to wake up because some fuckheads broke into the room and tried to kill us. They had like elf ears and shit, so we were like, Feyfather, fuck them. And anyways, we were doing good. We were doing real good, but then all of a sudden these assholes used some crazy magic, and I didn't even understand it, but next thing we knew, Bilbo was gone. Yeah, he's my new friend. He was my prank buddy, and I'm sad. Anyways, we killed them all. And now we're gonna go get our boy. Shit, I guess we're gonna have to figure out how to get to the Feywild now.
The anyways we killed them all had the same weight to it as the line in the room where she says, so anyways, I definitely have breast cancer.
Anyways, Tabitha, thanks for the introduction.
Thanks, Tab.
And yeah, we pick up not immediately after the events of the fight where Bilbin was plane shifted to the Feywild. We pick up 7 days after the events in Cree. In the meantime, as we said, Bilbin is gone. The warlock who sent them away in a moment of brashness told you that Bilbin was sent away to the otherworldly place that is the Feywild.
Yeah, fucking idiot. He gave away the plan.
Yeah.
Yeah, we still don't know where.
And yeah, on the first day, Saren, having spent all of his spell slots and using one of his high-level spell slots to try to keep Bilbin safe still at this point, try to give him a leg up in a unknown world, a place that none of you have ever been before. Saren sent a sending to Bilbin, letting him know that you all were on your way. Gonna try to make your way to the Feywild and to stay safe in the meantime. That same day, you did receive a response from Bilbin as follows.
I'm okay. Find the castle. I've joined her cavalry. It's the only way out. I think it's almost spring. Do not give your names or...
Did he say cavalry or Calvary?
He meant cavalry, I think.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. I would relay that as best I can make sense of it to Arthur and Wix and Tab. The castle?
The cavalry?
The queen?
Wait, what was that about spring?
I don't know. I mean, there's somebody who's grew up there. There's, the world of the Feywild is divided by seasons, and there's the different rulers of the Archfey that rule the courts. And,
4 courts.
And they try to, take space from each other. But, I mean, there's 2 queens. Unless something's changed, and hopefully he found the right one, because one of them's a little nicer than the other one. So
Well, he said it was like spring there, so.
I mean,
Well,
if
and you read that book at Clan Carrick. It was, I think the queens there's queens for the spring and summer courts?
no,
The
it's
spring and the autumn court.
yeah.
Spring and autumn courts.
I mean,
So,
okay.
that could be a good sign here if he's in the autumn court.
Well, I was gonna say, if it feels like spring, then
I mean, spring.
if it feels like spring, the way
I know
that
seasons sometimes.
unless things have changed or people have made plays for rulership,
Does that happen?
the spring and the spring and the autumn courts aren't next to each other. The spring and the summer courts are. So hopefully, if he saw a castle and he felt like it was spring, hopefully he's closer to that. I mean, there's castle. Yeah, they all kind of have their own like dominions, as far as I know. I didn't really venture outside of the summer court in my life there, though. Really, so.
But so spring and summer are good. Autumn would be bad.
No, not necessarily. There's fuckheads.
Morality's a little
all-
kind of weird, just like it is here. It's not
Well,
quite
Distill
the
it
same.
down to the likelihood of Bilbin staying alive.
safer.
Yeah, I mean, if he's gonna stay
Yeah.
alive, but also, he's made ground. If he just got there yesterday and he's already, I mean,
And who knows how long he's been there?
Yeah,
right?
we don't
know.
know how time works.
he
But-
joined the cavalry.
I don't know. Never really heard of much military being in the Feywild, so I'm like, I don't know what that is, but I'm not surprised if the first thing that Bilbin did when he got to a new unexpected place is join some sort of organization that has military ties.
Yeah, I mean, I know, coming from the Summer Court, I know at least that like the Queen Califax would have she'd have like scouts and stuff. There's generally nobody tries to go to full on war because it'd be potentially cataclysmic, but with power plays and stuff, there's, I don't know. There's, maybe, I don't remember any specific name, but I mean, she had scouts and people that would go out, so I'm not sure.
And would I've gotten this message response pretty much immediately after what I sent?
It would have been the, it would have felt pretty immediate.
Wait, hold on here though. He said Queen and like spring, right?
Yeah.
Queen Califax, Summer Court.
Yeah.
Queen Detricia, Autumn Court.
Yeah.
King Petrichor of the Spring Court.
Oh yeah, the DM mixed names up.
No, that's, well, I also was thinking that too. So,
Yes.
Wait, so
So yeah, Queen
Maybe
Patricia's.
well, here's the thing. Is Bilbin confused about the gender of the person, which has historically happened a lot? Or is he confused about the
what
season?
it is?
Either one could be true. I don't. All right. Well, in classic Bilbin fashion, we've got a lead, and it's helpful, but it's also a little bit vague and confusing.
Yeah. All right. Between spring and queen, we can assume spring, summer, autumn court, right? What? Do we go straight to the summer court from Woodhammer? I don't know.
I'm not super sure. Well, I mean, I don't know. You might know a little bit more than I, but I think that, like, at least in terms of connections, we're probably going to have better luck getting into the spring or summer courts. So
I mean, I don't.
that's
know.
good
Yeah.
fortune, I think.
I don't know where the closest. I don't know of any Fey crossings that. I don't really.
Do you not remember where you were too young?
It's been a long time. I mean, I know that Dad got me from somewhere, but I don't remember where. I don't remember where it was.
Yeah, and I can't remember where Eli said he learned about the portal from, or the bridge or crossing or whatever you want to call it. So,
well, and there might be multiple. I don't know.
Sure.
Sooner we get to Woodhammer, the sooner we can maybe find someone who knows. So let's keep it moving. Wicks, you good to go?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
You journey. We. Are there any other? Will you want to send any other sendings to Bilbin in the coming days to try to gather any more information?
I think knowing how, or rather not knowing how time is working, whether it be in our favor or against us, I think I am. I've taken some time in these days to craft an amulet of proof against detection location for Wix as well. I have also made Wix a token, made sure Arthur's token is charged. I am fairly limited on spell slots. I think knowing that, no further information will be useful to us until we are in the Feywild. I think I'm conserving resources as best I can as we're making our way forward, trying to rely on my natural survival instincts to at least get us to the next step.
Cool. You have the information you have in that short sending. He was alive and clearly found his way to something. So we flash forward, though. We're 7 days past the events of fighting the Feyfather's goons in Kree. And, you traveled first from the forests, from the deep wood into farmlands. And then the farmlands became foothills. Arthur, this wouldn't have been the route that you knew, so I think you all use your best instincts to find your way. But as foothills become mountains, you know the direction from which you come, and you have made your way and eventually pick up. You generally know where you're going to have to go to get back. Can I get just con saves from everybody as you try to make good time here?
I would also ask, right before we finalize this roll, in the time of our journey over the past 7 days, when we got to a point, would we ever have had kind of vantage point where we could see New Samaritan City? Would we have been close enough, and the geography or topography would have allowed us to get sort of a glimpse from far away, or no?
I would say that the journey would end up taking a little longer,
okay,
just based on where New Samaritan is. The most direct route from where you were through, for as big as New Samaritan is, the most direct route to get to Woodhammer would be coming into the foothills in the mountains through kind of the southern portion of the Mossback Mountains, and New Samaritan's more on the western side of it. So you could cut up, but it would probably add 1 to 2 days, probably 2 days to the journey.
Yeah.
I don't think
if it was if it was a thing that would allow us to see, that would be.
I would also say, kind of pulling on, the tactics I relied on to survive on Escaldera alone. I think I would, as we're making this journey in effort to eliminate the time that we are static, I would be casting Goodberry to keep us sustained and let us keep moving quickly throughout days.
Roll those con saves with advantage then, if you would.
Yeah, dude. 23.
19.
Great. That Goodberry and doing some things to help nourish your party helps, as Wix rolled a nat 1 on her first attempt. These aren't any sort of this wasn't necessarily a deadly check, but it was just to make sure.
Wix is dead.
I was going to say,
too bad.
We're in trying to keep a good pace. I said 6 to 8 days. We're 7 days in, and if hitting the mountains especially and having a general direction, but not knowing these paths as well, you could have still been a few days out, but because of rolling well and traveling smart, we find ourselves confidently within a day's travel of getting to Woodhammer.
The good news is, too, that we have the portable doorknob to be able to just like put everything in during the day.
Yeah, so we can travel light.
Yeah, we don't have to carry all of our weight on us.
Yeah, still somewhat arduous. You know, you're like fit for like there are certainly tread pathways, and like you knowing that people do come in and trade with Woodhammer. Like there are certainly more traveled pathways through this route, but you know that a lot of the trade ends up coming through New Samaritan and like coming from the west, just because it is such a big city. Ultimately.
Yeah, those would be the primary routes, which would also been the route that I kind of more took coming out of Woodhammer.
And it would like split. Like I don't. Yeah, you wouldn't have even needed to like go to New Samaritan. I know, Arthur, you cut north on your journey at some point.
Yeah. Those paths getting out of the mountains and then cutting north.
They fan out a lot in that area though, whereas on the south it's just you pick up a clean path at some point, but it's a little bit more arduous.
Yeah, for sure.
So we find ourselves in the morning on the 8th day of travel. As you eat breakfast and pack up your camp, knowing that Woodhammer is well within your sights today, what are you both doing, and what are the thoughts and emotions running through Saren and Arthur's minds as we get ready to, Arthur to go home, Saren to have to try to figure out how you're actually going to get to the Feywild?
Yeah, well, y'all, we've made good time. Hopefully we'll be able to get to Woodhammer tonight, unless anything goes poorly on our journey, but there's a lot of ups and downs in these mountains, but for the most part, they're pretty well tread, so as long as we stay in the main walkways and paths and trails they're marked well enough so that people that don't live in the mountains can find their way to Woodhammer for trading, so hopefully should be relatively uneventful.
Yeah, I'm good to go. Do you guys need anything? Everybody, I know it's been a rough few days. Everyone's feeling all right?
No, I appreciate. Yeah, this has been tough. I'm not used to mountain travel, but this is thanks for providing some extra nourishment. I feel good.
If you need a break too at any point, just let me know.
Will do. Yeah, what are the emotions running through Arthur's head as you head home for the first time in almost a year?
Yeah, I think I'm feeling anxious for sure, and nervous, and excited too. That like going home feeling where it's a whole lot of jumpy, crawly guys all around you in your stomach, making you feel all sorts of ways. With everything going on, I think that Arthur's having a hard time balancing the two thoughts in his head of like, I want to go home and see my family and make sure everything's good and safe, with Dragon on the loose, and also number one priority is making sure that we can get to the Feywild as soon as possible and help building out. So I think it's the like, Arthur feels very overwhelmed, and the like just journeying these past 7 days, I feel like he's been more like laser focused and quiet than you've probably been used to seeing from him, just because like the walking has been the respite for him, where he can just kind of turn his brain off and not have to think about just how much is going on, and the idea that he's going to go home and have to be like, sorry, we got shit to do, kind of thing. So it's not really the reunion that he's been hoping for. So I think it's just like brain running very quickly.
Yeah. I think with you being quieter too, as we get closer, I would be attempting to break that silence a little bit, make sure you're not spiraling too deep into your own head. Are we noticing any signs? Woodhammer being a very magical place, as we get closer, additionally, this not being a region of Bordura that Saren's ever been to, like, am I noticing what sort of, like, natural or magical, like, abnormalities am I noticing as we get closer to the space?
Sure. first and foremost, as you've traveled and clearly been looking for signs of Batal's presence, as you come in from this southern side, you still have not seen any signs of destruction from this dragon. The mountains are more sparse. There aren't communities here as much. You run into creatures and there's cave dwellings and things like that, but everything's pretty quiet along the way, so there's no clear signs of a dragon so far. Already in the last day or two, the mountains have had a little bit more greenery than you might expect at this elevation. But even in the first few hours of your journey today, things feel pretty normal. As you get into the afternoon, though, and Arthur would immediately be able to tell you that you start to recognize things, and probably would have ventured out this way, start to pick up a path that you're more familiar with. Sarah, and you in particular see a lot of things that feel different and abnormal to you that Arthur would not be as shocked by. Nature is just truly amazing. At some point you see like a massive field of wildflowers dotting the top of a few mountains in the surrounding area, with just like thousands of butterflies flitting all around of all different colors. As you keep moving, you walk along the edge of there's a small forest alongside of one of these with these like massive bamboo shoot trees, like large, like you've seen bamboo before, but these are like thick, like trees, like they're huge. And there's like an intricate ecosystem. Like there's like clearly like there's a bunch of different brightly colored birds, and it seems like there are things like woodpeckers that have like made space and homes for other birds, and like other birds that have like harvested and are better at like hunting for bugs and insects and berries and things like that. And like, it's just like beautiful ecosystem. And then near the end of your travels, you see a body of water. You've picked up some, but this is more rapids than river, as an incredible amount of water that runs into like a loamy coated cliffside, creating what can only be described as a waterfall moving up. It rises into the sky and it disperses into a cool mist that softly lands on like a thin crystalline bog with like berries on vines coating the surface. So you see a bunch of different stuff.
I would be asking just very innocuous questions the whole time, just trying to like keep Arthur's head in the game a little bit. But yeah, also just genuinely being amazed at, for all the time I've spent, outside of quote unquote civilization, like seeing things in nature that are just thoroughly new to me, I think is equal parts scary and exciting.
Hey, you think this is amazing? Wait till you see Gurney's Gusher.
Gurney's Gusher?
Gurney's Gusher. It's the tallest water rise, if you will, in Woodhammer.
Oh, there's more?
Oh, yeah. All in the mountains.
Yeah, there's fucking tons of shit like this around here.
Yeah, it's pretty wild, really.
Okay, don't make me sound like the weird one. This is crazy.
No, you're gonna love it. It's so fun.
Yeah. If only we were here and had time for Gurney's games, that would be...
Woo. Yeah, I guess it's probably
Gurney's Gusher
coming up
games.
soon.
Well, Gurney's Gusher is quite the event in the games, if you will. Not Gurney's Gusher isn't the event, but it's riding up. You ever ridden up a waterfall?
Can't say I have.
Man, once we get Bilbin back, we should take a little bit of time in Woodhammer and do some gaming. That'd be fun. Pretty cool too. I feel like as all of that nature, which is really beautiful, the higher in elevation and the closer we get to Woodhammer and like through the Mossback Mountains, like the greener and more lush and alive everything becomes. Sort of the opposite of what you'd expect to be like going up in mountains. It's like more colorful, more beautiful, and like almost becoming more temperate as opposed to getting like colder and like really and dry. It's like weirdly like you walk into a rainforest, but it's not that like hot, muggy thing. It's like, how is everything getting like so fucking balmy and beautiful up here?
And as you keep going, Arthur, you recognize it first, but on top of these like phenomena that you've never seen before, Sarah, and you also start to see signs of some settlement. You've been on tread path for the last couple days. You've like picked up trails that clearly people use, but You see some of those same bamboo forests have been harvested and used to build these massive bridges that stand across mountain faces, like connecting paths and making travel easier as you get closer to your destination. And then finally, as you get all the way to the outskirts of Woodhammer, you start to see some of the farms. Not Arthur's farm right away, but first Arthur would be able to point out just like there's a like orchard of different fruit trees growing on the side of a mountain, like down into a valley, and down below you're kind of like walking along this pathway like midway up this mountain, and you like look down and you see the Suckleseed family. There's like these like big trees and then this big patch of watermelons that even from up here, like it's early in the season, but they already look big. Like they're like they look like they're gonna be huge when it comes time to actually harvest.
It'll be like that one level in Super Mario Sunshine.
Yeah. Yes.
You had to hit the big watermelon from the top of the mountain.
Oh, I hated that level.
It's the worst.
It's terrible. Okay, so your family's the only tea farmers up here? Like, does everybody have their own thing, or is it just sort of...
Sort of, yeah. I mean, everybody's got their specialties. Hey, welcome to Woodhammer. We're close. My family's not actually the only tea farmers. We're one of two.
Okay.
My mom's family, the Pages, they're also tea farmers. She left the farm because she wanted to do her own thing. Kind of more like wanted to be a little bit more experimental with her teas, where her family is just traditional green tea farming. But yeah, we'll once we get over this next crest, we'll be able to see kind of the center of Woodhammer, and then we'll be able to. I'll point out my farm. We'll probably have to go into town first and then loop back down, just from a pathway perspective, how it's working.
Sure. What point in the day is it as we're kind of finally entering?
We're coming to like sunset. It's getting close to that point in the day. You pass that first farm. You pass a couple other farms along the way. The Wellstead farm that Arthur would point out has like they have corn growing and they have like a maze built into it, like with a like it's like a basically like the sun in a maze, like this big circle with different offshoots. And then you see like massive sturdy looking horses, some that are like like browns and whites and creams like normal, but you also see like crimson and green and dandelion yellow horses. Like you see horses of all these different colors. And then you pass by the Vine Brew farm, the last farm you passed by that Arthur would be able to tell you they collaborated their apiary, which Arthur hasn't talked about yet, but some bees on the farm. They collaborated and made a mead wine in the last couple of years that has become something that people have grown accustomed and loved in Woodhammer. And yeah, you pass by these, you get to the base of this big mountain, and you see that you see like different bridges jutting from like this western, like you're on like the southwestern side of the mountain. As you look, you see different bridges, and as you approach, you see these like it's not even artifice. It's just these like, you see these like rapids running down the side of this mountain, and like you see that like the like sheer force of the water. They've like built these like rope and pulley systems where there's just like constant movement of these like out of the water itself. You see like a lift rise, and you're able to like there's like a levy you can pull to like stop it so you can load your stuff onto it. But there's this crazy like lift system that like goes all the way to the top of this mountain.
Hell yeah. That's exactly what was in my head too. I love that. You
all hop on that and you crest the top of this tall mountain. And Arthur, if you wouldn't mind, I'll let you take the reins on describing the center of town.
Yeah. So raising almost like going through a lower circling of cloud, getting to the highest peak in Woodhammer, which really is less of a town or a city and more of just an aggregate of farmlands. I would like kind of point out, I would get to, for the first time, point out the Llewellyn family farm, nestled between two mountain peaks. And then, point out the Page farm, the Bramble farm across the other side of the mountain, and the Gurney's farm, the Weatherbees, the Shandies, all these people. as there are 36 farms in total in Woodhammer.
I think at some point I start taking notes.
Yeah. And it's funny, like I think like the way Arthur speaks is almost in this like very like methodical, like diligent way about everything, which is not normally how he speaks about things. It's just been like hundreds of years of his life was spent with these same 36 families, essentially. And so all of the machinations of Woodhammer feel very like rote to him almost. That's his life. This is the whole thing. But it's beautiful stretches of farmland, nestled in mountains on top of mountains. And then in the center, the tallest peak. As we break through the clouds, you get to see a sort of log cabin-y like center of town. Different buildings, nothing extravagant, all very quaint and like almost like trade post frontier style, with these like big bamboo trees that have been harvested, forested, and essentially it's like a bamboo tree log cabin type of constructions here, with all along the mountainside, all elevations, sort of like one big treehouse in a way, using the ground as well as the elevation here and there, working with the natural landscape as opposed to flattening things. Mm-hmm. So it has a very organic flow to it, and it just kind of like goes up the side of the mountain and stretches all around the dome.
And does anyone, as we're kind of getting to the space, like does anyone like live here, or is this just sort of like I guess a farmer's market is like the best way I can.
That's actually a good intuition there. That's really more what the center of town is, especially here in springtime, growing season. Most farms are really busy here. And you'd look and you wouldn't see like really anybody moving around. Maybe there's a few people.
I was gonna say, you don't see anyone out right now.
Nobody's out right now.
Yeah, the sun's still up. Like there's work to be done, and like this is like a shared space, as Arthur describes, where like people will, maybe not even all the farms will have people come in, but like if people want to like let off steam, people will come in. Like you see like community signposts. Give me a perception check on that.
Mm-hmm. Oh no. Oh, it's so bad. How's an 11?
Yeah, you don't go take a super close look yet, but you see like a signboard with like looks like small notes, and then you also see this like crazy, like you don't even approach, but like there's some sort of like crazy looking like spreadsheet thing on one of these signboards too.
Mm-hmm. I think I've seen so many things that are foreign to me in the last like day, 2 days, that I think like it's all just a little overwhelming. I'm like not focusing on tiny details as much as I'm just trying to like get that sense of like, okay, which way is north?
Yeah, Wix is the same way. Like you're like walking around like this like central town area, and at some point Wix like almost runs into a like a bamboo post, and it's like, oh Jesus. Wow, yeah, this is...
Hey, watch yourself. Some of these paths don't feel quite like a normal city path.
Yeah, no kidding. This is beautiful.
Yeah, welcome to the Woodhammer Town Square, if you will. Here, come on, let's go check out the boards, see what's going on here. Arthur would take everybody to those like posted boards. One of them literally looks like the most complicated charts and diagrams you've ever seen in your life. It's insane.
It's just like an entire like farmer's almanac.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. So he's just like going up and just like kind of scanning through. All right. And then going over, checking out the boards. Who's anybody on duty right now? Nope. Seems like everybody's farming.
Give me a perception check as you're standing at the signboards, and you gotta take advantage from Wix and Tabitha, each of you.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a dirty 20.
Double tens.
Yeah, Arthur's like, well, nobody's on duty, and you hear like a whistling on the wind, though. It sounds like somebody's whistling a tune somewhere near you right now.
I think I'll give like a quick like turn, just trying to look around and see, just because we haven't seen a person, like hearing that sound is sort of like triggering my like paranoia a little bit. Like, what's that?
You don't see anyone. It sounds like you turn though, and it looks like there's this like massive structure, like one of these of all these structures. There's this like massive structure, and it would things be labeled? Do you think in Woodhammer at all? Like for people that come in and trading and stuff.
There's like one or two things that are labeled. One of them being the like main community space, the big barn. Would be a little sign on it that would say the big barn. And then other than the big barn, there would be, I think like where we would do most of our like actual trading, like the community trade post for the outside world, that would be labeled and a little bit more conventional seeming for outsiders to feel a little bit less confused. And that would be closer like to the signposts. That would be pretty close to where we're at because it would be the most accessible part of town, closer to the like where the main paths from the outside converge, making trade a little easier.
And that's perfect because you hear the whistling coming from that building.
Okay. Is it a whistle that I recognize, like a song that I recognize?
It would be a song you recognize, but not necessarily.
Not like for a particular meeting, just like a.
So it sounds like somebody's probably doing something in this shared space.
Someone's here. Should we say hello? I don't know what custom is here.
Yeah, let's go say hi.
Okay.
Howdy.
Hello?
Hey.
Hi.
Who's out there?
It's just a fellow Woodhammerian. Llewellyn here to say hi. How you doing?
Llewellyn?
Who's that up there?
You see peeking down from this like lofted second. There's like multiple floors in this space for people to come in and set up trade, and you see from this like big barn door on the second floor, there's like a rope and pulley system that people will be able to like load in heavier cargo and stuff like that. You see somebody with a just like a broom, like kicking like dust out. You see Sawyer Mossbottom.
Cool.
He's this older dwarven man, probably maybe like 100 years your senior.
Okay.
And you know Sawyer. The Mossbottom farm is adjacent to the Mossbottom farm would be like adjacent to the Llewellyn farm, but like further away from like the Llewellyn farm is one of the farms that is like right up against like the valley where it lives is right up against this big mountain, and they're a little bit further out than that.
Okay.
But yeah, just this like guy with deeper brown hair, but like, you know, some white wisps in the beard, white wisps in the hair. Sawyer peeks out, and you would also know that Sawyer is a Sundowner.
Sawyer, they got you up here all alone today?
Well, you know, we're just we're getting ready to we got a sharing day in a couple days, but that means that trading day is only a couple weeks out. So,
all right,
just starting to daily maintenance, trying to make sure that things are clean and adjusted, making sure it's
good on you, neighbor.
Hey, some of us got to come in and tend to the town while everybody else is out farming and taking care of things.
How's the season going so far?
Pretty well for us. We the potatoes are coming in well, and I mean we as the tuber family of the of Woodhammer, we're keeping up with our demands. So
all right, that's good to hear.
Yeah.
Insight.
What do you?
Is someone not keeping up with their demand?
Give me an insight check.
That felt just like the tiniest tinge of underhanded.
Dude, as the tuber family, I love that.
19 on the die for a 23.
It seems like everyone is keeping up. It seems like the season's off to a good start. Sawyer says, "Well, let me. Hold on one sec. I'll come down." And like a minute later, you hear him skirmishing down, and says, "Well, Arthur, it's good to see you. It's been a long time.
Real good to see you, Sawyer.
What's new? How's the world?
Man, I mean, what isn't new, honestly? Forgive my impoliteness. It's been a while. This is my friend Saren. This is my friend Wix.
Hey, that's Sawyer Mossbottom. Nice to meet you,
remember
bro.
Tab?
What's up, Tab? Hey, man. Good to see you. So what the fuck's going on around here? It says, well, easy there. I mean, I don't know. I feel like not a lot's changed. I mean, we heard about, at the last trading day, somebody from New Samaritan told us that a dragon was on the loose or something, and so we
Yep.
paid it. Oh, you heard?
Yeah, we heard. But it seems like, I mean, honestly, one of the things that was bringing me back was because of that. I wanted to make sure home was safe, and I have no way of getting in contact with everybody. It looks like Woodhammer's okay.
We've been keeping our eyes peeled. I mean, it's one of those things
no
where...
sightings.
No, I mean, it's one of those
news.
things where we're on the lookout, and our best plan is just, try to go into the mountains and hope nothing happens. So, I mean, unfortunately, not much we can do about a dragon here, but shoot, we didn't even know dragons were real until a few days ago.
Heck, me neither.
Yeah, pretty much everything's the same. Give me an insight check.
Yeah. 9. Oh, sorry, 12. I have proficiency. I forgot.
As Sawyer's older than you, and, like I said, is a Sundowner. Seemed very excited to see you, and then when you asked if anything was going on, was a little cagey. I think, you can tell on a 12 that maybe something's going on, but without prompting, he doesn't seem like he's gonna. Not polite to share people's business.
Yeah. I'll kind of file it away. And I didn't see anything, like when I scanned the boards, did I see anything that would maybe make me think a little bit more about that on the boards? Like any messages between families or anything weird in the schedule? It all looked kosher to me at first glance, but was there anything like maybe that I wouldn't have thought of as a player?
Yeah, no roll required because you're very familiar with this. I think the oddest thing is you see that the Page family has something about they just have a message, like a big message up that's just real excited to show you what we've been working on for this Charon Day, which
that
is
weird.
Yeah, it's inexplicit, I guess would that be the word for it? Yeah, there's no explanation for.
I think Arthur probably would have glanced over that because it's so innocuous, and then wouldn't have thought about it until realizing that Sawyer was being a little cagey and was like, well, that is actually kind of odd that the Pages are saying they're doing something new. That's weird.
Well, and I don't know how much
Do you say that?
No.
Okay.
Not with Sawyer present.
Cool.
I would not say that with Sawyer present. I would just file that away of Sawyer being a little bit cagey and just be like, cool, I'll, speak about it with my family.
Yeah, Sawyer says, well, I'm going to be at this for a little bit longer, but I'm sure there will be people coming into town. Have you stopped by your farm yet?
Not yet. That's where we're going next. So.
All right. Well, I hope everything's all right there.
Yeah. Everything been. I mean, what do you mean? You hope everything's all right? Is
there a reason it wouldn't be?
Yeah, it's been fine, right?
No, nothing. Yeah, there's nothing. No, yeah, everything's been good. Yeah.
You sure?
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, there's nothing.
Hey, look, I'm not asking you to rat on nobody. I'm just.
It's not. You've always been very kind to me. Not everybody is.
Hey, I get it, man. I'm sure me being away for a long time, and I got it from my dad from not doing what he thought I was supposed to do. And look, I get it, man. Some people don't love. Hey, being a Sundowner is respectable.
I have no shame. I am who I am. And
no, I know you don't have shame. I'm just I know what it's like.
I think all I would say is I'll let you talk to your folks, but I think you leaving caused a bit of a murmur. And
sure.
I don't, people we're polite, but people have their opinions.
I know people talk. All right. Well,
I also, I don't know. I think your dad's felt very frustrated recently, and
what's new?
Your oldest brother too. So
all right.
I think I've tried to. I don't know what's going on, so I don't want to speak out of turn. But I just, for your sake, I hope you get the warm welcome you deserve from everybody in your family. Because so things have felt nothing impact in town, but just it's not entirely true. But
yeah, all right. Well, I appreciate the forewarning, Sawyer.
Yeah,
you're a good man.
Well, thanks. Well, hey, if you all are coming out tonight, I'm sure some folks will come in and pour some beers and meat and wine and do a little cooking. So
yeah, we might. We'll see. I'm not sure what the whole plan is. We definitely need some R&R. We've been traveling for the last 8 days and need some rest, but we gotta. We're a little bit on a time crunch here.
Oh, really?
As much as I hate to say it, I know it's.
Yeah, time crunch isn't. I mean, outside of crop yields and such, it's not really. We're not. Yeah.
I know it's a little bit not like me, but.
You got to leave again?
Yeah. We got a friend missing, and we need to find him, and we think this is going to be the best way we can find him through here. So.
Well, I won't pry, but good luck.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate to be in and out so fast, but probably won't have too much time.
I understand. I don't, but.
Yeah, I know.
Life's life.
Ain't it? Good to see you, Sawyer.
Yeah, I'm gonna go finish up.
Yeah,
my stuff.
keep at it. I don't mean to hold you up.
Sawyer says goodbye to all of you. Says,
great to meet you.
Really nice to meet you. Make yourselves at home.
Thank you.
And he gets back to work, whistling away again.
Okay, I have questions.
All right. Well, let's walk and talk this way to the farm.
Yeah, and I would be speaking in like very hushed tones.
Yeah,
like after like the way like we heard Sawyer whistling, I'm like, I'm just in my mind, I'm like, okay, sound carries here. It's too quiet. It's
Totally.
like
Yeah.
Well, and there's like a nice summer breeze on the wind. It feels like right now, even though it's springtime. Like it's like, as Arthur said, it's perfectly warm here, even a little balmy. There's a nice breeze. It feels like you're almost like closer to the sun up here, even though it's starting to set. Like there's this like nice warmth, even this high up in the mountains. The things can carry on the wind, certainly.
Yeah. Okay, what? Oh, where to start? What's a sundowner?
Oh, sure. Well, sundowners are, a lot of people have different thoughts, feelings, perspectives on them here in town, but this is a agricultural community for the most part. Everybody's kind of got their farm. Some people raise livestock, not as common,
Sure.
but not everybody in a big old family necessarily has the knack, you could say. Me, for instance, I come from a family of apiarists, people who raise bees for honey.
Okay.
That's my dad's side. My
How
mom.
how many bees?
Probably 1,000 at least. I would say probably
many.
At least many.
Many?
Oh, there's many bees.
There's a buttload.
Are they like in a cave?
From time to time, they wander off and find themselves in a cave.
Yeah, we got caves. We're on a mountain.
Yeah,
so
there's plenty of
Nice.
caves.
Okay.
You can actually get to the Underdark from here, but that's beside the
Okay,
point.
sorry.
Yeah, too many
Sundowners.
things. Sundowners. I was never fully seen as a sundowner, but now probably after being gone for almost a year. But not everybody has the natural aptitude for farming or whatever in their family, and so there are more people that help out around town. Don't have a green thumb, so to say.
Okay, so like.
It's generally meant as like a respectful thing. Hey, you're a sundowner. Like, you're
Okay.
helpful part of the community. Everything in Woodhammer is there's like I don't know how familiar it'd be for you. I mean, you're from an island. You're seems like you're more familiar being from a clan, smaller kind of.
I mean, small
people,
community. Everybody plays their part.
Everyone plays their part. Everyone looks after each other. Woodhammer's sort of like that. Everybody does their thing. A lot of what you would see on those boards is, just people looking for help, needing help, offering help, shifts, schedules, that sort of thing. Whose turn is it to clean the town, get it ready for trading day or sharing day? Everybody chips in, but some people help out in town a little bit more just because they're not quite the grower folks.
Okay, I guess.
So that's kind of what a sundowner is.
But it's not. I don't know. I guess I almost felt like there was an implication that sort of like giving a terminology to like the runt of the litter. You know what I mean? Like it feels inherently negative, but I guess I just don't understand.
Well, there's certainly worse words for it.
Yeah, there's meaner shit people say.
Yeah. I won't say them, but
Okay.
if you hear them, then yeah, it's you'll kind of know. But language is kind of weird like that. You put a term to something and then you mean it respectfully, but it can be abused or
can take on a life of its own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woodhammer is a beautiful and wonderful place, but like all wonderful places, it's got its faults. So politeness, niceties, they can have their double-edged side, if you will.
Okay. Okay.
He seemed a little, I don't know, he seemed a little on edge.
Yeah, I couldn't.
Like he was keeping something.
I kept thinking he was being underhanded, but then I had to remember that I guess this could be a whole town of people like you who just mean what they say. So
it's kind of like that. For the most part, it's kind of like that. But I don't know what I'm be walking into. So hopefully nothing's too dramatic for you. Okay. And if so, I apologize to all of yous.
Oh yeah, it's fine. I hope nothing's weird with your family. Being away for years. I want to go back to New Zelma, but I've been gone for a long time, and so who knows? That's tough. I get it. I've thought about that stuff a lot. So
yeah, time away from family is always it's weird. It's tough. It's good. It's bad. Whatever people make it. But also, I mean, there's a big thing here of kind of duty and obligation. So I think there might be a little bit of tough feeling. People have tough feelings about me because I left, and they might see it as like I was abandoning, even though the farm was running perfect. Everybody had
you have
everything.
Enough siblings, it sounds like. So
absolutely, yeah. We're one of the smaller families, but
Can I know this might be a little insensitive, but did Paige get the same sort of rap when she left, or?
Yeah, I think it was a little worse.
Okay.
Yeah, that was something I grappled with for a long time. You've got someone you love who and everybody knows, but nobody quite knows them like you. And
yeah,
she was, for what people are like in Woodhammer, what I'm like, people tend to be more open. People tend to be a little bit more kind and honest and trusting. I don't think those things came quite as naturally to Paige. And I never fully knew why. But when she left, it was a little bit more abrupt. It was a little bit more sudden, less planned.
Okay.
We took care of it. It was hard. One less adult, able body on the farm. Always tough. There's a lot of work to do. And I think a lot of my siblings took it a lot harder than I did. But I think Paige and I were just a little bit closer, specifically than everybody else. So I was kind of related to her in that way.
And was Paige a Sundowner?
Yeah, Paige was.
Okay.
Paige was a Sundowner. She was a little bit more into the apiary than the tea, but she just didn't really like. I just don't think she really liked farm life, and it happens.
I guess it does.
She always
a little
liked
hard
being
to imagine
in town.
Right now, though.
I know, isn't it gorgeous out here?
Yeah, okay. And I assume we were walking in the direction of.
Yeah, I would say, you head north of where you entered town, and you're walk along these bamboo planks, and you find a sturdy pathway leading down into a valley. You've already seen it kind of from the top, but as we draw down into the Llewellyn family farm, Arthur, if you care to give us a description of everything we see.
Absolutely. You see, looking down into the valley between, like a saddle between two mountain peaks. The farm is nestled between those two. So we cross the ridge, and then as we do so, on this path, a very traditional white painted family sign, the Page Llewellyn farm. Crossing under that, going into the main pathway, tough kind of like packed dirt. After the initial kind of like bamboo wooden entryway. Looking into the valley, beautiful rows of tea plants you see. Some higher up, a little wilder looking. And then as you get further south, lower elevation of the mountains, you see the rows of tea leaves are a little bit more organized. And then there's places where there's like larger bamboo trees that are growing that seem to be very well cultivated and cold, such that they don't overwhelm the tea plants. But then there's, certain pockets where there's more wild-grown tea plants. They look a little bit more natural, growing underneath the shade of these larger trees. So that kind of dapples both sides of the mountain. And then you look down further into the saddle, more in the valley. Nestled there is a river running through it. On the farther side, you see that it gets to the point where it becomes a water rise or a waterfall going up, if you will. And it does that, kind of jumps a few times. You see like a little grove off in the distance after the first jut up of the waterfall. Still kind of along that waterfall river area, with a quaint looking wooden step path leading to the main part of the farm. That saddle, that valley, is dappled with lots of little hives. As we would walk further, you start to see that it's like beehives, some on trees, some that were like manufactured. But for the most part, it's like trees that have like natural honeycomb on them. Or it was like something that was like an actual bee home, if you will, that was made. But they all look very like... they look like construction material almost that was used. So like things that maybe we took away from the homes that we've then, instead of making a very pristine, like clean looking bee house, beehive, bee house,
for the bee house.
The bee, welcome, come on down to the bee house.
Right next to the honey hole.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh. But they look very sort of off kilter, but in a very like beautiful kind of way. Not like in a your neighbor has a bunch of junk in their lawn kind of way.
I'm imagining in the way of like, as you described previously, like everything here flows with the land rather than like against it, creating like sharp edges and flat surfaces. Like it's just sort of like how things naturally fell.
Yeah.
And like
the apiary almost looks like a sculpture garden in a way, with all of the different types of woods and building materials used to make the hives. And then in the saddle, you would see one large farmhouse in the center, painted white, with the biggest porch you've ever seen in your life. And on it, you'd count over a dozen rocking chairs for sure. And then around it, you would see 3 other homes that are completed. And Arthur would point out on the backside, a little bit closer to that waterfall, a smaller one. Really, really good look at the river and a really good look. And he'd point out, that is the money shot right over there. The sun is going to go down here in a little bit, and you're going to get to see the most beautiful sunset you've ever seen in your life. That little one back there, that was me and Eli's house. And the porch, just perfect view of the sun. But yeah, this is the farm. So yeah, four houses and then one under construction. Is that right?
Yeah.
Cool. That would be new for Arthur. He'd be like, well, looks like we're building another house.
What? You have a lot of siblings. How do you decide who gets a house?
Sort of, I don't know, actually. We just kind of talk about it, and we just work it out. Some people just want to live in the main house. There's plenty of rooms, plenty of space. So some people stay, some people move out. Me and Eli wanted a space of our own, I think, but just a little small house. And hey, we all spend most of our meals still in the main home. But a lot of it is when the Llewellyns, when the little kiddos, when they get married, move out. Maybe they want to have a family of their own. That's generally, so there's, little kiddos here and there running around too. Not too many. I think there's only, who knows? more could have happened in the time that somebody could have gotten pregnant and given birth in the time that I've been away. So I don't know, but last I left, there were only four youngins, other than the Llewellyn kiddos.
Sure.
Tabitha, in this moment, as you head onto the property, and you see people working, but it's a little away. You approach on the front side near the Llewellyn family house, and Tabitha says, "Dad, it's good to be home."
Feels real good.
Yeah.
Kind of nervous though.
Yeah, I mean, based on what Sawyer said, it sounds like we should be. So
Yeah.
I don't think I'm in trouble. So.
Oh yeah, if anyone's in trouble, it's gonna be me.
You shouldn't be in trouble. We went and had fun and stuff.
I know, but hey, you know how Dad is. So
Yeah.
we'll see. Hopefully, Pa's not too mad. And I don't know, Connor and Sarah. I don't know what they're gonna be like either, but I know they've probably had to pick up a little bit more in my absence. But everything was running smooth as heck when I left, so as far as I know, the farm was, no problem.
Well, yeah, and Sarah's married now, and her husband's obviously not a farmer, but he's a set of hands, and he can build stuff, which is cool. So
yeah, he's always made himself be very helpful.
Yeah, and I mean, he's built good at helping out around town and building stuff, and.
I mean, honestly,
I'm sure he's helping build the new house. I mean, that seems like something based on his specialty.
Seems like it, yeah. I think my big concern is Tommy and Timmy. Are they picking up their slack, right?
You hear from the porch steps a pair of voices trading off. Somebody says, "Well, I'll be damned." And then another voice, the same voice, says,
Yeah.
Who the hell's that? Who the hell's that guy? Looks like absolute crap.
Oh, well, boys. Is that a way to treat your long-lost brother?
Oh, man, Arthur, I didn't even recognize you anymore.
I know. I've been gone for a while. But...
Well, shit, come here.
Hey.
They both come around and embrace you. Well, shit, it would have been nice to know you were coming home.
I know if I had a way of getting in touch with y'all, I would have, but we've been on the road for a while. But goddamn, it's good to see the both of you.
Yeah, you're dirty. You need a bath.
All right, calm down. I do. Yeah, fuck, I need a bath though.
Yeah, usually, I mean, you were always pretty manicured, but god dang.
Yeah, it's been 8 days on the road, so a bath would be good. But hey. Boys, these are my friends. This is Saren. This is Wix.
Tommy. I'm Timmy.
Wait, Timmy?
You know that your brothers are lying about which one is which right now? Yeah, I'm Tommy, and he's Timmy.
Okay. I just look at you and wink.
Yeah. Are they identical?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can keep that straight.
Well, welcome. Nice to meet you. It introduces to everybody. Tabitha. Come here. She says, "Oh, you fucking guys!" They can't hear her. You hear her say that, and they're like, "Oh, come here, girl. Oh yeah, good to see you. Come, yeah. Well, damn. So nobody knows you're back.
Nope. Y'all are the first ones I've seen. Everybody else busy out on the fields. What the fuck are you guys doing? Just fucking off around here?
What? We started early.
Sure.
People leave
the
farm. You got to pick up some slack around here,
All right. Okay. I know. Everything was fine when I left. Seems like it's all working out all right. How's the farm been?
Farm's fine. Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah, you sure? I heard a little something from Sawyer. Don't tell him I said that, all right?
Sawyer.
He wasn't talking shit.
No, we like Sawyer. I get it.
I've just, you said there were, I don't know, any sort of kerfuffles going on around here? Or y'all been on schedule?
Well, I just, at this moment, you see, Tommy and Timmy have aprons on right now. It looks like maybe they got sent in early to do some prep for a family meal at some point this evening. You see your kind of subtle, like not like a limp in like an injured way, but just like an older limp. You see your father come out the front door, sit. You hear a voice say, "What's a racket out here?" And sees you.
Yep.
Has like a like pot full of shrimp.
Yeah.
Sees you. Drops it.
Oh. Hey, there he is. Hey, Dad.
He turns around. Goes back in the house. Tommy and Timmy look at you and say, "Yeah, well, listen, we can't wait to hear about your big adventure." And your other brother says, "Yeah, we're so proud of you for going out, and I get it. I mean, we've all had to cope with Mom passing in our different ways, so it's I understand. We haven't lost you've lost a couple loved ones, and I know. So, but anyways, I don't think things were. Dad's always the same.
Mm-hmm.
Things were fine. We've really been fine. Jimmy's been, you leaving, I think, was hard on Jimmy."
Yeah.
And they flip again and say, "Yeah, and well, he started to fantasize about adventuring and, seeing his, he loves you,
I know.
You're one of his favorites. And, well, when you left, I think he started fantasizing about not this and adventure. And, we're not two to tell anyone how to live. But I think it started as, something that would come up here, and Dad would tell him to keep quiet, and Connor would tell him to keep quiet, and flips brothers again, and they say, but yeah, I think over the last, the last 2 months or so, started to talk to some of the other younger folks from other farms in town and tell tall tales. I think no problem that we haven't really heard from you, but I think he started to tell stories about what you've been up to and maybe stretching the truth. And I think the communities...
He was always a fibber.
Yeah, so anyways, I think the communities... I'm sure most people will be real excited to see you, but unfortunately, I think that... there's a weird fervor going through Woodhammer ever since you left. People leave, but, usually it's... Yeah, most people that have a knack for this thing, stick around. And, well, I think it's been that combined with Jimmy's sense of imagination has caused a little bit of a ruckus. So
yeah, I know. And I know I didn't tell him everything, but, he's young, and I just didn't want him to... I didn't want him to be worried about me or think that his, older sister was a bad one who he'd never even met.
Yeah. So, anyways, we love Paige, and she was troubled, but, Yeah.
Well, I will...
You find any signs of her out there on the road?
A little bit. I'm a little bit more than...
They weren't serious when they said that.
Yeah.
And they are...
Actually, yeah. I know. I wasn't expecting much either, but I cut my time dilation away from her, if you will, from 200-something years to about a century now. So,
well, where was she?
She was in Breakwater.
In Breakwater?
Yeah,
that's on the coast.
Yeah, she was in Breakwater for a while, and last I know now, she went from there to do Nord.
Well, shoot.
So, seemed like she was maybe a little bit more similar to me than I even thought. She has some sort of magic, and I kind of let like a little bit of fire dance around my fingertips.
Whoa. All right.
I've got a handle on it now. I'm not,
Guy goes out on the road for a year, and he starts.
Well, I didn't want to burn the farm. I didn't want to burn the farm down, did I?
Well, yeah. You went to the beach apparently and let your hair down. So.
Yeah, I sure did, and letting my hair down helped me kind of control this shit a little bit better. And, met friends along the way who are good at this too. And
you're magic boy too?
I
You're
can
soft-spoken one, there, stranger.
do a few things. I think as Arthur sort of like makes the joke about burning the farm down, I think Saren like winces a little bit and like is just sort of staying quiet.
Sorry, Saren.
Well, you know what we do to strangers? They're a little quiet, and they say, "Timmy, Tommy, dog pile," and
Timmy,
they immediately run at you and try to tackle you to the ground. Give me if you want to try to stay up, give me an athletics or
boys. Don't
acrobatics
break
check.
his arms, all right?
Dirty 20.
Wow.
These guys had +1 because they're
just guys.
pretty like sturdy, but like
I only had +2.
they both they try to tackle you, and you are able to.
I think they're just hanging on me like a tree. I'm like easily double their size.
Tommy, get his ankles.
Boys, you lost your edge.
God dang it! Oh shoot! All right.
Yeah, he's a tough one.
Okay.
No,
well,
it's I'll like fall over.
we still got it. Come on.
Go on, get in there, Tab.
Come on, Louis. Oh, I got it. Come on, you fuckers. Wix is like, do I have to join in the?
You don't have to do whatever you don't want to do.
Timmy and Tommy are both it's like simultaneously like, come on in, the water's fine.
All right, I'll jump in.
Wix is like, fuck it, all right. As this happens, your dad went into the house.
Yeah.
You see, a couple of your other siblings that still live in the main house, coming in from their respective duties on the farm that day. You know, your several of your older siblings have their own spaces, so even if they're gonna clean up maybe at their respective homes before they would come over for either dinner here, or if you're going to bring stuff up and share with the community. What do you all do now? As the dog pile ends.
Yeah.
So you get to catch up with some of your other siblings.
Totally.
It seems
we
like
don't need to do all of that.
Yeah, and it seems
There's
like
15 of them after
it's
all.
mostly it's a lot of your it's like a lot of your younger siblings.
I think I would be doing the just like same thing with that, like with Tommy and Timmy, just like talking with everybody, saying what's up. I think after Tommy and Timmy, I was being like trying to just get inside to talk to my dad. And then it's everybody. It's just like, so it's kind of has become this thing out on the porch. And we're all talking and gabbing. And, but yeah, I would be just like asking questions, just about the farm, how's everything? Ooh, who's who's moving out? All that kind of stuff.
Yeah. And they give you all the intel,
all the lore.
Yeah, you know that Sarah's getting her own house. She's been married, but had been
Oh, Sarah's moving out.
Yeah, Sarah's moving into the new home they're constructing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Man, I thought she liked being in the family home.
Yeah, and she did, but it seems like maybe her husband Terrell not being from as many people, there are a lot of the folks that come in and like end up marrying in this small community. Like you meet people on trading day, and like you end up like you like people just fall in love with it and meet somebody nice. And so
cool.
Her husband Terrell was like dwarven trader,
cool.
specialized in crafting and stuff like that.
Right,
he
right.
came in on a trading day, like came in from one of the like smaller communities, not New Samaritan, but like like one of the communities like a little bit up into the mountains to the northeast of there, and just like fell in love with it, fell in love with your sister, and so she loved living in the house, and but yeah, you get you hear like Tommy and Timmy being like, yeah, Terrell isn't much for he doesn't like to be on top of everybody, I guess. So apparently
not a dog piler, I see.
Yeah, well, yeah, but yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, no, all the non-Fey touch dwarves, they need their space. So
hey, I know it. That's why me and Eli had ours.
Yeah. So.
And in all of this, have I talked with like Connor or Sarah? Have either of them, or are they out?
They haven't shown.
Okay.
They have not shown up.
So it's been like, okay, cool. Yeah, has Dylan showed up or no?
Oh, I'm sorry, no. Dylan and Connor have not shown up. Sarah shows up.
Okay, so I get to
that thing of like running, like with your mom passing, like like
she's she's the head tea master now.
Yeah, and so you see Sarah walks up and says, Arthur Page Llewellyn.
Sarah Page Llewellyn.
What are you doing back here?
Well, just had to see how everybody was doing.
Didn't know if you'd ever come back after you went out into the city.
Of course, I couldn't stay away. You know, as much fun as it's been, a hell of a time. I've got, a lot to share. But
yeah,
man, I miss home. It's good to see you.
It's good to see you too. She brings you in a hug. Yeah. She whispers in your ear. You seen Dad or the other older boys yet?
I haven't seen the boys. Saw Dad. He dropped shrimp all over the ground.
Yeah.
And I have been trying to get inside, but it's just, one after everybody showing up, I'm just saying hi to everybody. Seems like I need to make peace with them before dinner.
Yeah, I think, I don't know. Jimmy's in his room because he's been in trouble a lot recently, and maybe
I'm hearing that.
I don't know. They might want you to talk to him too at some point, but
I will.
At this moment, if you'll allow it, I think while Arthur's just getting swarmed by siblings.
Totally. Sarah's on his side, and all these other siblings are now like asking you a bunch of questions. Like,
I think while
they're adults, they're like almost all of them. I think all of them are older than you ultimately, except maybe.
Yeah, Jimmy Page, I think, is the only one, and he's by years older than you would be. But he is not many years older than you. Okay. But he's dwarves mature slower, so he is definitely a younger.
Okay.
Yeah.
While
but otherwise,
this
everybody
barrage
is kinda,
of questions and whatever is happening, I think I would have made my way over to this like dropped thing of shrimp and started like picking them up. And if you'll allow it, I'll use like a purify food and drink to like make sure everything's like clean back in the pot. And I think I'll bring it back to Arthur. Kind of see something about trying to get inside and be like,
all these siblings are like, "Ooh, magic boy, okay, all right, wow." Arthur went out and got some fancy friends on the road.
He's got hands on him for sure. He's helpful.
Here, we'll help too. Yeah, they all start like picking up shrimp, throw them in the pot. It's like you do the magic stuff. We'll do the heavy lifting. That's fine.
Great, that's awesome.
Thanks, Aaron.
You clean up, Sarah. Yeah, you and Sarah share a moment. It seems like your sister Sarah is just so happy to see you.
It's so good. Yeah, I hear you're moving out.
It was. Had
enough of the big house.
Not me.
Daryl had enough of the big house.
Yeah,
I get it. That was how Eli was too.
He's fine. Hey, Daryl's put himself to work. He's
he's a hell of a guy.
Yeah. Hey, he
put up with fucking all of us.
He's a carpenter. He's been helping out with. Just adding new things and helping make sure everything's working around the farm.
Hey, well, it looks like me and Eli's house still holding up, so that's good. He did a good job on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Amanda seems happy there, and she's no wasted space. So
sure.
You should.
You mind? You all mind looking after my friends over here?
Yeah, I'll make sure nobody. I'll make sure Timmy and Tommy stay off them.
Yeah, he already got one dog pile. We don't need another.
Yeah, Sarah goes and introduces herself to Wix, and they start chatting, having a conversation. And
Sarah pulls a notebook out and starts like writing down everyone's names, trying to be like, okay. And then I met Timmy, and no, wait, the other way. Okay, and
I'm Timmy.
Oh. Okay, so I had it right. Okay.
Yep, you had it right. Don't worry. You meet. Shit, and you meet. Where's this long list of?
Let's see. We got Tommy and Timmy. You met Amanda, right?
Okay.
You would have met Sarah, Samantha.
I think you would have met pretty much every younger sibling, Sarah,
Caroline,
and then not Jimmy.
The triplets.
Yes, yeah, they're all
Teresa, Peggy, Tony P.
Yeah, and they start breaking off like in the vein of like a big household. Like they start breaking off. Like one will break off and go start trying to get cleaned up since everyone's gonna want.
And I'm sure there's probably like with some of the older ones, there's a few of the like little youngins running around too. Yeah, younger than Jimmy.
Yeah, you've little tots running around that are just like staring at. Yeah, they're like playing, but then they'll like stare at you and they've probably never seen a dragonborn before.
Certainly not.
So yeah, you see one of the little ones like walks up to Timmy and is like points at you and he's like, no, that's Saren. He's our friend.
Hi. It's nice to meet. I'll like crouch down and like.
Hi.
What was your name?
Fuck, I didn't do this.
Neither did I.
I didn't do the kids.
You thought you were safe.
You're never safe. I made so many NPC opportunities here and didn't name half of them.
I named a bunch, but I just didn't even. She looks at you and says, "I'm Sheila.
Sheila, great to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Are you gonna live here with us?"
Oh no, I don't think you guys have beds big enough for me, but I do. It is beautiful here.
Thanks. I like it.
Yeah, I can't imagine why you wouldn't.
I live in that one over there. She points at one of the other houses on the property.
That's a big house for you. Do you share it with anybody?
Yeah, my dad and my mom and my other sister. So
Nice.
yeah, it's pretty cool. Okay, see ya.
Wait, before you go, will you hand me that shrimp just over there behind you?
Yes.
Awesome. Thank you.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Arthur, you head inside.
Yeah, I'll just make sure that it seems like there are, hey, show them around. Don't be too hard on them. All right, guys.
You walk in and you go.
I'll take the pot of shrimp with me.
I'll guidance you on your way in.
You
Thanks, Aaron.
walk in. You go into the kitchen. You don't see your dad there. You put the shrimp down. Looks like there's like some clams out too that have been starting to get popped, and you assume that you don't see any veggies or anything with this. You assume like maybe they're bringing some stuff to do some sort of like shrimp boil up at the
cool
community kitchen up top. You go to this little offshoot room. There's a bunch of rooms all throughout this, but you knowing your dad, he has like his own little den just to be able to get away. So you go in there. There's a small lit hearth in there, and you walk in, and your dad's sitting.
Give a little knock on the door as I walk in.
Come in.
Hey, Paul.
Sit down, son.
All right.
Your dad's sitting there drinking some iced tea. And,
Sure.
He's smoking out of a pipe. He says,
Dad, you're smoking again?
"Yeah, I mean, takes the edge off, I guess."
How you been?
I don't know, Arthur. I don't know how I've been.
All right. Hey, that's...
What brought you back?
Well, couple reasons, really. I mean, first of all, I miss it. I miss you. I miss y'all. I miss the family. I'm sorry I left. But also, I'm not sorry I left. You got to do your own thing. If I stayed, I probably would have done more harm than I did by leaving. I would have burned something down or frozen somebody's finger off, or who fucking knows. I figured at least that part of some of my stuff out. I'm figuring out how to use my magic and not fuck everything up, so that's good. But sorry I put y'all in a tough spot. But yeah, one of my friends is missing, so we think this is going to be the best lead to find him. And I wanted to make sure all of you, I'm sure you heard about the fucking dragon that got loose.
Oh, we heard.
Yeah, well, I wanted to make sure y'all were fine too.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, I can see that. I know you're fine.
Listen, I know you were dealing with a lot. I miss your mom every day, but I just thought you'd be back sooner, and things been fine. It's just, I don't know. I'm not mad at you. I'm sorry.
No, I get it. I know.
Your youngest brother's just started fantasizing about the world, which was fine when he was just thinking about what you were doing, and he's welcome to do whatever he wants, but yeah, he started telling these tales about you that are not true because we haven't heard from you. And now some of the other younger people in the community, they're all talking, and word spreads, and well, it just, makes us look bad. And I know that's not your fault. but...
No, I know, but I didn't help with it either, and I'm sorry about that. I should have looked after Jimmy a little better. I know he always looked up to me, and, well, it sort of feels a little like history repeats itself, That was me with Paige, and I don't want to be another Paige, As much as I love her and look up to her, I don't want to. I don't want to cause the same troubles she did.
Hey, Paige is gone. You're not.
She might not be that gone, Dad.
What are you talking about?
Part of, along with just figuring out what was going on with me and trying to figure out a way to harness it and use it and not hurt nobody.
This is the first time he's made eye contact with you, by the way.
Yeah. I also wanted to see if I could find anything out about Paige and where she went and why she left. And I found a little something.
So where is she?
I don't fully know, but she was in Breakwater, training with somebody that I got to meet and work with.
Where's she now?
Last I know, she went to Du Nord. But that was like a century ago.
So you cut it in half. She's gone. Doesn't matter.
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think she's gone. I know you don't believe it, but I don't think she's gone.
Well, she didn't come back, so...
Maybe there's a reason that she couldn't have. I didn't tell the twins this, but I think she got mixed up in something bad, Pa. And I don't know if I think she's all right. I think she's okay, but she might not be safe. So now I need to find her, and I need to make sure that she can come home. If the option exists, maybe she would.
So are you here because you think you can get to your sister from here?
No, a guy that I need to help me find my sister, and a good friend, one of our party, one of our adventuring compatriots, if you will. He went missing. He's in the Feywild. We got a little mixed up with some dangerous people, and don't worry, we're protected. We didn't lead him here.
I hope not.
Certainly not. I'm not.
There's trouble out there in the world.
There's a lot of trouble, and it's just getting a little worse. But, he's my friend, and I need to find him. So, as much as I want to stay here for longer and help make amends, he's my number one priority. We're here because I know Eli knew a way to kind of get into the Feywild, or some way to connect with it. So I'm hoping that maybe somebody in his family can help point the way, because we need to get there and find our buddy.
Well, I hope they can help you. I know your mom always loved to tell stories about people getting to the Feywild, and I know there was stories of people around here knowing how to do it, but as far as I'm concerned, just because we're imbued with whatever natural grace we have here, there's wives' tales. So, but good luck.
Thanks, Paul.
If you wouldn't mind talking to Jimmy and just...
I was going to ask, you want me to speak with him?
I don't want to crush him, but he needs to know that I just need him to stop trying to convince other people to... He thinks he wants to go out and see the world now, too. And...
Well, maybe one day he can, but I'll try to do my best to shoot him straight.
Yeah. And stop worrying about your sister.
Can't promise that.
If she got herself in a mess, she needs to get herself out. That's how life works.
Well, I don't know if that's how the farm works, Dad. It's never how it's been here. Why should it be the same way out there? maybe she needs a little bit of good Woodhammer family loving. Maybe that's what she needs.
Your dad just like his eyes close and you see like tears form and just sits in silence. Smokes his pipe.
I love you, Dad. And I'm sorry. I'll go talk to Jimmy. And
He grabs your hand as you leave, like eyes closed still, not looking at you again, but I do love you, Arthur.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's you leave.
Yeah.
You leave the you leave your father's study, go to talk to your brother, and we'll pick up there next week on No Bards Allowed.
All right. Oh man.
Not the daddy issues.
Welcome to Woodhammer, baby. We made it.
It's always daddies.
We made it.
The sequel to Daddy's Home is Daddy, I'm Home.
Daddy, I'm home. Daddy, there's shrimp on the floor.
Oh my God.
Dad, you dropped the shrimp. What are you doing? Dad, we need to eat the shrimp. Hell yeah, that was fun.
That was awesome.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to Woodhammer, Will.
Yeah,
You did it.
I made it.
This is what Dar and I have been working on in our free time.
Yeah,
it's fucking awesome.
It's insane.
Yeah, we'll talk more about. Truly, the one thing I'll say is Dart and I put equal amounts of effort into building this world. Like
We just
I built
we
a
just
map
sat
put
and like
things-
drank beer and just gabbed out loud back and forth.
It was-
and
yeah,
G
just
just
really
wrote
fun.
down all the bullshit that I was saying.
it's the fun part of D&D. And we'll
Oh,
talk more
God.
about details and how we like came up with things and stuff. But it was just really fun and like building this. Truly, like I made a map and like made some. Built the geography and like
Some
came up with some
NPCs, but
fun
never
town
enough.
names. No, I mean so much of like the best way possible. Bordura is such a group effort, and like everything we've built is like so. I've put more input into certain places, but in terms of people's homes and things I want to see, like it's been so fun. Like for now, going to the last person's home and like all sorts of different things. But it's been so fun across this whole campaign to be able to build everything with all of us, and like said, this is no exception. So we'll talk more about it in the Bardic, but shout out to you guys and Fuse, who's
Patiently waiting.
Yeah,
He's got a cup against the door, probably.
yeah. Fuse
He's
is gonna
in the Feywild with a cup against a portal. It's just going,
Listening.
are they coming?
Are they ever gonna come pick me up?
Yeah, well, hell yeah. Well, thanks for listening. We'll see y'all next week. Check out Bardic if you want to hear more about Woodhammer and all the other things that happened in today's session. But otherwise, we love y'all, and we'll look forward to talking to you soon.
Hell yeah.
Bye, all stars.
stars.